All right.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to You Think You're Popular. We're here again with another episode with Ernest Garcia, and today we're going to talk about Terrible Tuesday, which happened on April 10th, 1979, which is 44 years ago, 3 months till the day. So, right now, this is something that we're discussing because Ernest himself saw it firsthand. He lived through it. So, it's something that he would like to share because we're coming up in 3 months on April the 10th. It will be exactly 44 years. And this is something I think other people out there, when they watch this video, will be able to relate to that went through it just like him. So, all right, Ernest, without further ado, you have the stage.
Good afternoon. My name is Ernest. Uh, I would like to share with you my experiences of April 10th, 1979, otherwise known as Terrible Tuesday. When that tornado hit, well, right before it hit, I was working out in the oil fields in Bowie, Texas, when we got a call from our home office identifying severe weather coming into the area and for us to shut the rig down and head home. And that we did that. Now, as soon as I got to Wichita Falls, I went straight to my mother-in-law's house, and where my then wife, was staying at, and I picked them up, and we went to a hospital where we knew they had a fallout shelter, and I think it's called Sid Peterson Hospital, and excuse me, the people were swarming in to seek shelter, parking in the streets and sidewalks and anywhere they could, and run into the hospital basement. And that's when the sirens started going off that the tornado was upon us. Not thinking much about it, thinking it was just a small tornado, forget it. It was one massive tornado. After everything was said and done, Wichita Falls area incurred 46 dead, 1,700 injured, uh, 5,000 homes and businesses destroyed, 25,000 people left homeless, including myself and my family. My duplex was completely destroyed. The next day, after the dust settled, we were able to go uh, to our home and assess the damage. The only thing standing was our closets, and we had a little dog, a little Maltese, and we're looking for him. At the same time, we're checking on our neighbor lady, and so finally, we found our little dog under the kitchen sink, where apparently he'd run in when the doors, uh, with the suction of the air, opened the garage. The doors of the sink area, and he ran in there. So when we finally found him, he was shaking like a leaf, and we pulled him out of there, and took them into our arms, and we left the area because it was too dangerous to try to assess the damage anymore. The damage has already been done. Like I said, our duplex was completely destroyed. So anyway, right after that, not knowing what to do or where to go, the broadcast started coming out advising us to go to shelters for help. There was one particular announcement that the disabled American veterans at the shelter were seeking veterans who survived the storm to come to them for assistance. And when we got there, I went to the table and identified myself as a veteran affected by the tornado, and they handed me a check for $500. No more questions asked. That was a blessing. Even though a lot of the banks were also destroyed, I did manage to find one where I was able to cash that and get us a motel room and pay for it. So, Terrible Tuesday, if you look it up on the website, April 10th, 1979, was again no picnic. We incurred a lot of damage, a lot of hardship, but we survived. The community came together, and as a forethought, FEMA came in, and there was a park right behind my niece's house, Kiwanis Park, and they set up brand new trailer houses. And my wife and I and my daughter were able to obtain one of those trailer houses. And that was a relief from as opposed to being homeless, living out of our van or our car. And that was heaven sent. So in due time, we were able to get our act together. We had 1 year of rent-free, utilities-free, in that trailer park. And that was a big help. Now, keep in mind that I still had my work in the oil field, and I tried my best to regroup with the company I worked for and go back out in the field. But I had my priorities with my family of trying to adjust. So eventually I was able to, and thank God everything worked out in its best. But there were so many people that lost so much. Now this tornado was so massive, and all indications were that there was 3 tornadoes that formed into one massive tornado, and just destroyed most of Wichita Falls. Oh, It was an experience that I'll never want to go through again. And I watch CNN and all that right now with all these tornadoes, Texas, Louisiana, and all over. And I feel for them because I know what they're going through. I've been through it. I experienced war and different kind of aspects of tragedies in my life, but that was one that I'll never ever forget. My daughter and I, and my wife then, we were blessed that we weren't uh, affected personally, medically, and so we got through it okay. But if you're able to help uh, tornado survivors, please do so because they need all our help. A tornado is a terrible thing to go through. You never know when your time is going to come. When it comes to a tornado hitting your community, but the ones who do survive, they're blessed, and the ones who don't, we feel for them and their families. Terrible Tuesday. I'll never forget it as long as I live further. Brian, take it away.
Yeah, that I could just imagine, and I wouldn't want to go through an experience like that. I have been through some experiences. Something just recently here in New Mexico is just as bad. It devastated a lot of people. Was the Cap Cannon fire? It's not as bad as a tornado, but it's just as devastating because a lot of people lost their homes. So, anytime anyone goes through a tragedy and a major loss like that, and it impacts the environment, it impacts the people, the economy, everything. So if anyone out there knows someone that's going through anything like that anywhere in the country, I know some stuff just happened recently in our country. I heard about through a third party information. I don't know the whole story, but I know some other people lost some homes in another tornado just recently in the Midwest, something like that. If you can reach out to help him, do so because all of us need to help each other in one way or another. We all need each other to be there for one another in our country. We all have loved ones. We all care for our families, and some people lose everything. And that's one thing to hear about it, but it's also a good thing to reach out and help someone. Even $1 matters. $1. There's millions of us here in the country, 200 million plus people. $1 will make an impact on those people. Then
Right.
that's what you gotta do. $1. Just reach out, and everyone can afford $1, no matter where you are. So I understand, and if I could get a chance to help someone, I will. I always try. Won't toot my horn for any reason at all. But yeah, I know what it is. I know what it is. One of these days we'll get into it. Ernest and I have some other stories we want to get into, personal stories that happened recently in this past year. We'll get into those stories later on, and we'll share with you guys our experiences because he and I experienced the same thing just at different times. And we will get into those stories later on. But we're going to keep focusing on Ernest and a lot of stuff that he's dealt with because he has a lot of information, a lot of wisdom. We're going to keep sharing his stories from his books and from his life experience. So we hope you guys like our videos. Hope you like everything that we're sharing with you guys. So please subscribe, follow, comment, share, and hit the bell icon. Let everyone know that can relate to something like this or that have been through something like this, so they could hear. It's good to understand that other people have gone through this and they have someone to connect with. And like I said, please comment down below. We're really eager to hear from you guys. if anything at all, positive stuff, stuff you want to hear. I don't know, just any kind of comment. Just please be respectful. And I know a lot of people, all of you are, and we'll keep sharing stuff with you guys. We're starting, like I said, we're a brand new channel. I'm a brand new channel, and Ernest is my permanent guest here for as long as he wants to be. But we do want to reach out and start helping our local communities as soon as we're able to, in any way possible. I'm going to be doing a lot of interviews with local people here where I'm at in New Mexico. I'm going to travel around when I get the resources to do so, and maybe interviewing some of you guys, stopping by your cities and sharing your stories, which I look forward to doing, getting the chance to have those resources, go out there and reach out to you guys in your communities when I can. Maybe Ernest too. Ernest lives in the central area in New Mexico. Maybe he'll in his area where we'll be able to get together and reach out to some of you guys, whether you're veterans, homeless people, disabled people, which we want to really help a lot because I'm disabled myself. Got hurt at a job in the past. We'll discuss that later on one of these days on a video. But we really want to reach out to our community. We really care. And this is what our channel is about. It's all about family and having values as we grew up and the things we grew up with. And we're hoping to share that with you guys out there. And I know life has we've been through a lot of ups and downs, starting with 2019 forward, even before then, but 2019 forward, all of us have gone through some major changes in our country with our families, financially, and everything. And these are things that impact us as a whole society. So we want to try to help our local community and then the greater public at large later. And that's what we're shooting for. We pray that we could create a good platform here on our channel through YouTube and to reach out and change people's lives in one way or another in a positive manner, and hopefully inspire other people to help their communities. And that's what we want. We really hope that we can motivate people and inspire people to help anywhere and any place they can in their local communities. And I want to thank you guys again. We appreciate you guys watching us, hopefully to the very end of our videos all the time. I know so many so many other channels you guys can watch, and we're such a small YouTube channel right now, but we're praying that we can grow and give you guys really good videos, very good quality videos, and something of value to you guys. So we appreciate that, and please like, subscribe, follow, and please share with everyone you can. We appreciate it. But we have a lot more to say, but we're gonna save it for some more videos, and we'll leave it at that. And Ernest, do you have any closing words, any statements for everyone before we log off?
Yes, our podcast is about people helping people. Okay. So if we can help you or your loved ones or your neighbors, spread the word that we're here, we're growing, and Brian and I are trying to make a difference. And hang in there. It's going to get better before it gets worse. Thank you, Brian.
You're welcome. Thank you guys. Have a good evening. And like I always say, it's all about you.